We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get...
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing is Allen on third. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And fights through one man. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. The give to Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bills nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. As Singletary has it stripped, and the Colts pick it up. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 22 yards there, a first down. On play action, Allen forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face, man. There, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give to Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. To throw, Kaepernick. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On the draw is Taylor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a run with Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8. Now Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to Taylor on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, it's Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Kaepernick. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and 7, Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14 to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. For one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.